Hello everyone, Time Rover here, and welcome back to another video for Settlement Survival. So the game has been released, was released on Monday, and so our previous playthroughs have been made inaccessible with the update that came with release. So we're going to go ahead and start a brand new Let's Play series for Settlement Survival. If you're not familiar with the game, it is a survival city builder, town builder, a colony builder, much in the same vein as things like Banished or a recent addition to the channel, Patron. So if you want, be sure to check out the previous series on this channel here, Settlement Survival, our sort of Let's Try series. We went a little bit into there, but this is going to be the full release, so let's go ahead and get into it. So there are some tutorials. I ran through the tutorials in the pre-release series, and they're pretty good, so definitely recommend doing that. There are some settings here that we can sort of, or that you can adjust, so on and so forth. Be sure to check those out. Can I do both? No, Fahrenheit. We're going to keep temperature on Fahrenheit because that's what I'm used to. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go here. There. New game. So we do not have, so this is early access. I don't know if I prefaced that, but this is, it was released on early access Steam. So not everything is going to be available. For example, we've got the themes here: Live Long Night, Twilight Town, and the Vikings are all coming soon, as well as, well, I guess sandbox mode is unlocked once we get all technologies in standard mode. And there's also an Easter Island little theme game, but we're going to just do standard mode again. That's going to be fine. We're going to do, oh my goodness, Time Town. We'll try that. Map seed, we can randomize it however we want. I am going to pop up the difficulty to normal in this playthrough here, but the previous playthroughs we were on easy, and we didn't get any disasters. So again, not entirely sure, but I'm wondering if maybe we bump up the difficulty, maybe we'll experience some disasters. I'm not ready to go up hard all the way. There's hard mode and there's extreme. We're gonna just stay around normal. Disasters are on, and we're leaving the specials, whatever those are, off for now. Map seed, I am fine with just doing what the default is here that came with the difficulty. So we'll just, if you wish to play on the exact same map, be sure to type in the map seed you see here. Otherwise, let's get started here. So, like I said, in our previous playthrough, we were on easy mode. So I've played a few, I dabbled in it on my own, normal mode, just to get sort of just to get my bearings a little bit, and I think we'll be okay. I don't see any reason not to start off over here. So as you can see, there are various resource designations on this map. These are just sort of boons or bonuses to various resources. So like this fish right here, as we can see, fishing dock, additional 100% output. If our fishing area falls within this bonus resource, we will get some 100% efficiency. I usually like to try and get somewhat around a fishing area like that. I'm wondering we go right here. I kind of like that because then we might still be able to put a fishing dock down here and be relatively close to our city hub. Some of the other resources, we have grass. Grassland point, which gives a boost, 100% output boost to pastures. We've got fertile soil. No, those are guaranteed collection point to get seeds. So you don't start off, you start off with one seed that seems to be random that you can then grow in your fields. And you find seeds by either purchasing them from traders or most likely just sort of gathering them up from the gatherer's hut. And that one's going to have a guaranteed seed that we can sort of try to get. Here's a fertile soil. Unfortunately, that's across the river. It's not going to really be useful for us. And I'm trying to find the last bit. Yes, so these areas right here, these are animals, and they'll give us a free or guaranteed, was it animal cub? So for our pastures. So really cool. But oh, hello. There is a fertile soil like right smack dab where I was going to actually plop down. So how can we... I want to get that, but I also want to get the fish. Well, that's kind of annoying. So the way what we're doing right now is we're trying to find a location, a suitable location for our starting point. It's going to be where our marketplace is going to be, and that blue circle around that you see there is our housing area. So certain buildings, more so the housing, requires that you be in this sort of a radius of your marketplace. And so that's going to be our initial area to build houses. So we want to sort of make this as much buildable area as we possibly can. I think this looks like it's going to be a proper area of fertile soil. Unlike last game where I think part of this fell into a mountain area, I think this is going to be a proper area of fertility. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit further south. I'm going to plop this down over here. I think right there, I think is going to be good. It's not going to be near the mountains too much. We'll have this mountain over here, which hopefully we can get a mining pit in, but it can be a little bit iffy. But yeah, then it's just sort of making a road over here, and we'll have a fishing hut over there. I like it. Let's go right this spot. Boom. We have settled down. We're going to pause right away. So this is our starting location. We've got our fertile soil over here. We've got our fishes. We've got our people. We've got a total population of 21. We've got 12 males, 9 females. Does this give me... Yeah, so we've got a total of 14 adults. So that's what this 14 here is. The middle area are students, which we don't have yet because we don't have a school. And then underage or kids are 7 in the far right-hand corner. So that gives us a population of workers of 14. So I'm going to do first on our current level of difficulty, that's what we got. I believe, if my memory serves, on easy mode, you start with 30 people. So we're starting with less adult workers than we were in our previous playthroughs. I'm going to go ahead and plop down a little bit of a road here. Now, so far in each level of difficulty, easy, normal, we start with the sort of same setup. We've got our marketplace. We've got our builder's cabin. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in some builders. Just sort of like max these out for right now. And we've got a durable storage yard, which we can't actually build yet. We can build a storage area, but we can't build the durable storage yard, which, again, it just has different max capacities and everything. So that's that. Our people are homeless, so we're going to want to start with some housing. So if I think... So as you can see, the blue area here is where our housing is going to go. I think I'm going to start housing up in this area. So I'm going to just lay out a general idea of our initial buildings, much like I did in the first series here. I'm going to go ahead and plan out some buildings we're not going to necessarily build right away, but I want to kind of get a feel for how our citizens are going to, how our town's going to look here. Can I get you over here? So the church is going to maybe go right here. And then how about over here then? We start some houses. Oh, it's not going to fit in there, is it? Urgh. I wanted to try to get like houses fitting in across here. Well, that's not great. So how many houses can we fit over this way? Can we get a decent line of houses and still have room for pathways and keep it somewhat nice and even? Now, that's not going to be exactly what I want, because here's the path. I Hmm. Okay, I think this is what we're going to do. It's really symmetrically speaking annoying, but I'm going to go ahead and plop down. I'm going to plan for our houses to be on either side of the church for now. So if you see the church is something we're not going to build right away, but it does provide happiness, increased happiness within its radius. So I'm trying to get our houses sort of, I want to try to get this sort of center area of our town so that it encompasses the most of our people at all times. I'm going to start with, let's go out this way. Maybe if I... All right, I'm going to try to keep things somewhat symmetrical. So we're going to come out here and go up with a path. And then over here, we're going to do something similar and go up that way with a path. And then I'm going to plop down. The church is going to go sort of in between these buildings. Now, question is that going to give me enough room? So yeah, I think that'll be fine. Have this little, we'll have a path, we can have a path over here, and I think that's going to be okay. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to plop these down sort of on either side. Boom. Boom. Here, and then do I want, well, no, because on the back here, we're going to have a cemetery. And I think that will suffice for now. We pause those. I want to get all of these up ASAP, all the houses. So I'm going to queue up a job to get chopping. In fact, we'll just chop pretty much all of this. Collect stone, get all this stone and metal and whatnot, because we're going to be building all over the place here. So I guess there is a button, so I could just use collect resources and do it bulk select wise, but I'm going to be fine with doing it this way. Okay, so that's that. Let's start things up. Let's get our people building. We do need to get a couple other things. I will plop down a field. I'm not going to use the standard field. I'm going to get a big field over there to start getting some food. And then let's get a gatherer's hut. Where do I want this? I'm thinking maybe down here. I am going to separate these. Last episode I had started, I was doing, the first time I played through, I kept them separated. And then I was trying out normal mode and everything on my own. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to put the gathering area with the logging cabin and see how that works out. And I wasn't a big fan of it. Wasn't a big fan of it. So we're going to keep them separated, at least for now. Maybe when we're looking down the line, we may change that, change how we do this. But for now, I think we'll keep them separated. And the reason I'm saying that is because the gatherers will search for wild vegetation, and it generally grows near mature trees. So in theory, we would want our, the mature trees will keep getting planted and everything. But the problem I saw is the logging camp just sort of like deforestation, rips up the forests pretty quickly, and then you don't have anything to gather. So this way we have a nice sort of mature area down here. Hopefully that helps our gather remain fairly decent, and I'm thinking we'll probably start building out this way a little bit more in the future. Logging cabin, and then over here we're going to just put down the logging cabin. Is something like right there. So they're pretty far away, but I think that's just gonna have to be okay. And then up here, we're gonna do something like this. Okay, let our people do what they do best. We're going to pause construction over here, pause construction over there. And we're just going to plop down a few more buildings. So they've changed the name of this house, which used to be wood shop or something. It's now the chopping house. It's the base level workshop where you start gathering wood and what is it called? Fuel. So I think I'm going to put this. So we're going to be gathering wood and everything up here, right? Yeah, logging camp. So I'm going to try to keep this area fairly empty. Let's plop you down up here. We'll go maybe right here. Pause you. I'm thinking, can we fit anything else in here? Oof. We could. Then I won't be able to go further. Which I guess is fine. We can path over here because this is going to be a space I want to earmark for a cemetery. So we'll let that go. Blacksmith, we want all this down, but I think for now, let's go to the services. We're going to want a clinic fairly quickly. So I'm going to plop this over here. And again, I'm trying to get all the houses up first. And it will go from there. Might as well pop down the pop down the cemetery. Area is too small. What? No. 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 Well, that changes everything. All right. Cancel. Cancel. Can I not put this down? Oh my goodness, that annoys me. All right. Fair enough. So this side, I guess, will go... That really annoys me, actually. All right, we're going to plop that down. And then over here, we're going to put down... Try and get the space more efficient. There. There. And then I don't know what we'll put there, but we'll figure something out. I don't know. Maybe we won't have the cemetery near the church. It kind of makes sense, but meh. Meh. All right, you're building that. Okay. This is probably going to have to move. Because I am going to want another row of houses, or at least the option to put another row of houses right there. At which point I can then put... how many houses do we need? 12. Let's pause you. And pause you. And just get these up and running and see what we can do. Hunting, gathering, logging. I want this. Choppy. Choppy, choppy. Put that right there. And pause. Alright. So, once the houses are up and running, we will plan on building up the logging, then the gathering, and then get the medic area, the clinic up and running. Hopefully we can get everybody in a house. We're probably going to need more houses. You know, let's plan... Well, I would have liked to have gotten a house up here, but I don't think that's in the cards right now. How about we put a house down here? That way they don't have to run so far. So when they go to, like when they're getting cold, if they're far away, because we ran into this last series, if they're too far from their house, they may die en route to get warm. So we're going to want to try to build some areas, some houses nearby certain buildings that are far away in order to prevent any kind of death by coldness or something like that. Okay, we've got some crops. Oat seeds. Lovely. You are going to make me some lettuce, please, and thank you. We're going to take back to 3 people. Because, yeah, we're running a little low on people here. We'll take some builders debt back, so it's not a big deal. What else do we get? Agave. Nice. That'll come in handy soon enough. Okay, times 10 is the best we can do. Let's get this running. Actually, I'm going to focus on getting the logging camp up before the gathering hut. I guess we can do both. That shouldn't be a problem. How's our resources looking? Fuel, yeah, fuel's a little rough. Alright, just get it all done. All done, please. Yeah, fuel reserves are low. Well, we're going to want to change that. Change that quicker than we might otherwise want, but that's fine. And then other things I want to do down here is put some storage areas. Where are you at, storage? Open warehouse, there we go. Do that, and then up here we'll just put a little storage area for the wood. And that should be okay. Alright, someone's building the gathering hut. Stone, we've got tons of it. I'm going to prioritize that building. Yeah, we're starting the choppy house, but you know what? That's fine, because we do want the fuel. And we do have logs, so we can always chop some more logs down. That's not going to be a problem. There we go. You are going to start making some fuel, Jonathan. Please and thank you. And yeah, we're plenty good over there. Gathering hut, 2-2. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be okay. Clinic, let's get that up so we don't start seeing any health issues. We're going to want to expand these relatively soon, these jobs, but for now, just a trickle of those resources in, I think, is going to be fine. I'm not going to do too many of those. That's going to be, just have to be okay. Builders, let's trim this back now. Back to 4. Because I'm going to want someone working at the clinic. And then we'll want, what else do we need? Let's see here. Ah, water. Right. Where's the water at? Big well. Let's get the big well going on. Where do we want to put this? Kind of like it right here. Can I get dirt road around there? These we can always decorate. Would another house fit in over here, though? Ah, yes, it would. Perfect. All right, I know we're moving sort of up this way as opposed to over this way, which is what I said I was going to do, but it's fine. All right, yeah, get the big well so that we can start getting some proper water going here. And I think that's going to be the end of building north. I think we're going to start building over this way because I do want to get a... Oh, actually, and now I look at this, I'm not sure we're going to be able to do this. Nope. Oh, that's useful. I don't know, you know, I guess possibly, let's see. Is this actually, like, none of these are reachable. Over here? Yeah, no. Can't reach those. And that's been a problem I've noticed with the resources and how they spawn. They're just like, sometimes they spawn in places that just, you know, you'll have fertile soil like in the mountain. So it's kind of a little goofy. Health is dropping, but that should now go up now that we've got the clinic. Got some gathering coming in. We've got some people picking up the water. That should be good. I do think we're going to want the town hall fairly soon. Can I get that in maybe over here? Yeah, let's put it right there. And the main reason is the town hall is how you start getting immigrants or migrants, and we're going to want to increase our population fairly aggressively with that. They will, you know, have babies, but that is a slow and arduous process. So we're going to want to kick in the nomads as soon as possible. All right, we're about to get in a harvest, so that is good. Figure out how this is ultimately going to be planned out. Don't know if we're going to put something here or not, or if we're just going to extend this down. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. Okay, town hall is coming online. Fortunately, there are no jobs there. There is a mayor, but that's not going to happen until our population grows to a certain amount of people. But hopefully we now start seeing nomads come into play. I don't think it's not immediate. It may even be triggered by a population of a certain amount. But yeah, we should be hopefully okay. Tell you what, for my first tech. So if you hit T, brings up the technology or the development level or tree or whatnot for the colony here. And every now and then, the way tech works is you start accumulating development points just natively. And you can increase this by doing things like putting down a research institute or even just school if you get the school down. But we're going to wait on doing that just because those require jobs and we have more pressing jobs to sort of look to until, you know, for now. But we do start off with 5 points that we can start putting into various different things. I like to get access to the warehouses right away. It doesn't require any jobs and gives us some better warehouses to plop down. Aside from that, we are going to want to unlock mining. That's going to be the next sort of priority for us when we get our first influx of nomads. Ooh, fuel is looking a little rough around the edges. Let's go ahead and add another wood chopper or wood cutter over here. Try to expedite that because that's going to go really, really fast. Storages. We have some storages. So I think a little warehouse right here is going to work out very nicely. That way they can move our crops right into here. And we might even plan on, well, this is a food field. We might even have a couple different fields over here and plan on a workshop being over here. Somewhere, maybe down here. Either way, I just want a new storage area. So we'll see how that works out. I may not even put the house here. We may end up putting a workshop of some sort. So here we go. This person is cold, so they're going to try to make it back to their house before they die. Or a house, and luckily they did. Hooray! All right, fuel's going up. Things are looking up for our colonists. Health is good. Happiness is good. Still no nomads on the list. And there is a merchant ship coming, but we don't have a dock just yet. We're not going to have that for some time. So we'll see what happens. Some other things that we're going to want to be looking at. We'll need a repair shop eventually. Distillery is going to be needed. I'm going to want this sort of over near where we're going to do the farming. I guess we could. Maybe plop you over here. Yeah, you're not going to fit in there. It would have been nice to sort of squeeze you in there. Yeah, you're not going to fit there either. I'll think on that, where we're going to put the distillery. We got some time. Same with the tailoring workshop. This sort of needs to be near our crop fields. So if we're going to put some crop fields over here, we're going to want to keep these buildings, our production buildings, over here as well. So maybe what we do is like earmark this area for production, and then we have our crops like here and along this area. I kind of like that idea. So let me plop those down. That way I don't forget in between episodes here. Blacksmith is going to need to be near our mining. Now, where do you think we're going to have mining at? Over here? Let's take a look. So resources, we've got the mining pit. I can put you... Sometimes this is a little finicky to get plopped down. So you do fit there. What about up here? Nothing over there. What about on this mountain? Okay, I think our mining pit's going to be down here. I kind of like that. So that's going to come down to there, which will allow us to sort of put more fields in over here. We could even do some like fields on this end, Maybe with a path going down this way to our production areas down here, or just use production areas up in this area. I just don't like how these are lining up, to be honest. The tailoring workbench here. There's just no room over there to sort of expand, so I think I'm going to do it over this way. We'll plan on some fields being used here and maybe over here. And then let's get a line there. And then maybe something like tailoring there and then distillery over here. And then we can put a farm in here. I could do a couple different farms, but no, I think like something like that. With a dirt road going that way. And then this farm becomes our, you know, alternate between linen and agave tequila for these two buildings. Oh, something like that. We'll see what happens once we get to that point. I'll let them chop up this stuff. That's going to be okay. All right. Well, we've gone on long enough. We're going to go ahead and put a cut in the video. One thing we haven't done yet, let me go ahead and plop that down so I don't forget. Let's get a hunting cabin. Now, this can be pretty much placed anywhere. So I'm going to put that maybe like right here. And the main reason is we want to start getting, obviously it's another source of food, but it's also going to get us leather. It's going to get us some pasture animals that we can sort of start raising and domesticating. So that's going to be useful for us. So let's go ahead and get that. All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and put a cut in the video here. So hopefully you're going to enjoy this series. If you did, if If you like what you've seen so far, do hit that like button. It really does help in terms of, we're going to turn that off, in terms of knowing what series are popular and whatnot. So please hit that like button. If you want to see more content, I strongly encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.